Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here. So I'm gonna try to keep this video kind of short and sweet for y'all today. So today's video is actually all about the Google Pixel 6a. And I'll go ahead and tell you guys right off the bat, if you have been considering, picking up a Google Pixel 6a for yourself, hey, go ahead and do it because you won't be disappointed, especially for the price that this phone is going for right now. There's actually deals right now on Amazon, and I'll have links down in the description below, but I'm seeing it right here for around $360, $370. There's one for $300. So I'll make sure to throw some links down in the description below. And for the price that this phone is going for right now, in my opinion, I think it's definitely worth it. I've had this phone from day one that it was released, and it's been treating me well, to be honest. Now, a couple things that this phone does not have. If you're someone who's into wireless charging, while this phone doesn't have that. There's no, super smooth 90 hertz or 120 hertz display. There's no premium glass build in the back, which isn't a bad thing. And we'll talk about that here in a bit. But overall, I mean, in my opinion, this is a solid device. And if you look at it, just looking at the device itself, it pretty much looks like a baby Pixel 6. And that's pretty much what it is. So of course you get that, that distinct look, that Google camera bar in the back that says, hey, this is a Google Pixel device. You get the white and the gray color combo there in the back. And what I like about the outer edges of this device is that it's a nice matte finish all the way around. And I actually wish they would have done this with the Pixel 7 Pro series or Pixel 7 series. It's really nice and it feels good in the hands. Now, I will say the device is a bit small for my personal liking, but it has been, a pretty good change coming from, a larger device like with the Pixel 7 Pro or my Galaxy S22 Ultra. And if I hold these both together, you can see there is quite a size difference there, comparing both of these phones. So if you're someone who's into, really big devices, then, this might not be a good fit for you. But if you're someone who's into smaller devices and you want something that's going to, give you some easy one-handed usage, then you can't go wrong with the Pixel 6a. It fits nice in the hands, it fits nice in the pockets. Doesn't feel like you got a big brick in your pocket. It's gonna fit nice in a bag or purse. So definitely a good size if you want something small and compact. And the display itself, I mean, you're pretty much getting an all-screen experience here. I personally don't think that the bezels all the way around the display are too thick. I mean, yeah, they're there, you can see them, but they're not, over the top thick or anything like that. And then of course you get that punch hole camera cutout up top, which I don't ever find to get in the way. For me personally, I would say watching content on this device, yeah, like I said, the screen is a bit small. I wish the screen would have been a bit bigger for watching content. But again, this isn't going to be a device that you're gonna buy to, do a bunch of gaming on or maybe watch tons of content on. But for me personally, it's kind of been able to handle everything that I've thrown at it, which is why I personally think it's worth it for the price. Especially if you're someone who's not looking to pay, anywhere from $800 to over $1,000 for, these flagship phones that we have right now. You want to try to keep the budget down. Maybe you got a tight budget and you just want something that's going to work. Well, that's what the Pixel 6a is right here. It's a phone that works. Like I said, it's been able to handle everything that I've thrown at it, from, something as simple as making a phone call, text message, checking my emails, checking my social media, posting on social media, watching YouTube, posting videos on YouTube. I actually did a full 4K video test with this device right here, and I edited that whole video on this phone and uploaded it straight to YouTube from this phone, and it was able to handle it. And it even handles gaming pretty good as well. Now, is it going to be, that flagship level performance like what we have with the Pixel 7 Pro, the Galaxy S22 Ultra, or even, an iPhone 14 device? No, it's not up there with those, flagship devices where you're gonna get super snappy experience, super fast phone, super smooth display, but it's still going to handle everything that you need it to, just a little bit slower. Now, this does have the Google Tensor chip inside that we find in the Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro, which is why I truly believe that this phone performs the way it does. Like I said, it's able to handle everything that I throw at it. And even when it comes to the cameras, yeah, they're not flagship level cameras, maybe flagship level, maybe 2-3 years ago, but they're good. In my opinion, I think the cameras on this phone are going to get you by just fine. You can still capture some great shots. I've been able to capture some great photos with the cameras on this device. I've been able to capture some decent video with the cameras on this device. Yeah, not the best 4K video that you've ever seen, but like I said, it's gonna get the job done, especially when you just need to pull out your phone and capture those special moments of your kids or family or whatever it is. Maybe you're at a concert or something, and you just need to pull out your phone, capture that special moment, this is gonna be able to get the job done. Like I said, not super flagship level with the phones that are out right now at this current time, but I mean, you're still gonna capture some great, decent shots, whether you're taking photos or video. And me personally, I have used this phone as a main device. I've used it as a secondary device. My wife has used it as a main device, and she actually really liked the cameras on this device. And she also liked it because of the size. It just made one-handed usage just so much easier. And I do gotta say that battery life on this phone is great as well. It was able to get me through the entire day without having to worry about, you know, throwing it on a charger. And I think one big reason for that is because it's not running that super smooth, you know, either 90 hertz or 120 hertz display. It is only a 60 hertz display. And me, honestly, I really don't mind. Yeah, it would have been nice to get a super smooth display because that's what I'm used to when using these flagship devices, but honestly, it's not a deal breaker for, you know, what you're paying for this phone right here. Now, you still get cool things like the magic eraser when it comes to the camera and editing those photos, and, you know, maybe there's something you want to take out of the photo. Well, you got the magic eraser on here. The voice to text on here is just as good as it is with my Pixel 7 Pro right here. I mean, it does an amazing job at really being able to tell if you're just saying a regular sentence or if you're asking a question. It really gets that punctuation just right. I mean, yeah, it's not perfect. There are some times where it'll kind of miss it here and there, and I will have to go in there and fix it. But for the most part, I mean, voice to text on this phone right here is great. And I mean, it's a pure Google phone, so I would definitely expect it to be good when it comes to that voice to text. Now, when it comes to the overall durability with this device, it's actually held up great for me pretty much the whole time until maybe a week ago when I finally started using this D brand case right here. This is the only case that I have for this phone right here. Up until a week ago, I've actually been using this phone naked, no screen protector, no case, and it's actually held up very well. And like I mentioned earlier, there's no, you know, premium glass build in the back, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. This plastic will hold up a lot better than glass. It's not going to shatter on you if you do happen to drop it. And I have happened to drop this phone quite a few times. If you know me, I'm not always the most careful when it comes to my devices. I have broken quite a few devices in the past, but I've dropped this phone a few times, and as you can see, the back of it is just fine. There is some slight scratches. I will say that the plastic, of course, is going to scratch up a bit easier, but it's not going to break and shatter on you. And honestly, with the color of this device, the white color, it's honestly really hard to see the scratches on the back of this phone. Now, when it comes to the front display, as you can see, there's no cracks, but there is some slight scratching as well. It's not going to be, you know, as durable as what we get, you know, on a flagship device. But I mean, overall, it's still held up very good. I think the only noticeable damage on this device from the falls is right up here in this corner and right down there in that corner, and that is it. I mean, without even, you know, really paying attention to it, you would think this is a brand new device. I mean, it's held up that good. So when it comes to overall durability, I mean, you don't have to worry about this phone shattering on you if you do happen to accidentally drop it. Now, when it comes to water resistance, I know that is important to a lot of people. Well, this isn't going to be as water resistant as a lot of other devices out there. Me personally, I have accidentally got this phone wet, not submerged in water or anything like that, but I have accidentally dropped a cup of water, you know, over the device, but I quickly hurried up and dried it up, and it was fine. I haven't experienced any internal damage. I mean, obviously I can't see inside the device, but as far as using the phone, it's been performing well. I haven't noticed any damage from getting any water on it. So I wouldn't recommend, you know, throwing this in water or anything like that. But if you do happen to get, you know, a little bit of water on it, you should be fine, as I have personally. But I mean, overall, this has been a solid device since I've had it. Like I said, it's been able to handle everything that I've thrown at it. Like I said, yeah, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles, but again, I mean, for the price the lowest price I found it on, you know, around 300 bucks. I mean, you can't really complain. Yeah, there's no wireless charging. There's no, you know, super smooth display. It doesn't have, you know, the best of the cameras, but overall it is a very solid device. It's going to be able to handle anything that you throw at it, just not as fast as, you know, the premium flagships that we have out on the market right now. But overall, I can definitely recommend the Pixel 6a. This is just me kind of quickly sharing my experience with this device in case you have been considering, you know, maybe picking one up for yourself. Like I said, you can find one at a great price right now. And who knows, you know, it's holiday time, so you could probably even get one for a better price. But like I said, I have links down in the description below. If you're looking for a phone that just works, that's gonna be able to make phone calls, text messages, send emails, receive emails, be able to do all your social media browsing and posting and watching content and all that good stuff. I mean, it's gonna be able to do it just fine. You won't have any major real problems with this device right here, especially if you're looking for something that's going to last you an entire day without having to worry about throwing it on a charger. But if you do have one of these devices for yourself, let me know down in the comment sections below how it's treating you. Does it perform well? Does it not perform well? Now, if the price was a lot higher with this phone, then there might be some things that I would have to complain about here and there, but because of the price that this phone is going for, I can't really complain too much about it. I gotta say, it's definitely worth it. Like I said, I'll link down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video and find it helpful, make sure to leave it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other featured videos to come. Thank you all so very much for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.